As an owner of many companies over the last 20 years, one of the things I would absolutely say about Caught Between a Dream and a Job is that it gives you the how-to take any dream and turn it into a business, an entrepreneurial venture of some sort that will allow you to move from working for someone else to working for yourself. And having read many, many books over the past 30 years, I will say this one absolutely stands out as one of the top 5 for action steps that can be implemented with little fluff. This one will take you where you're trying to go. I highly advocate that everyone read this book.
Hi, my name is Darryl Robertson, and I'm a Vice President at New York Life, Fortune 100 firm. And I've known Delatorro for probably 8 or 10 years, and I've had the pleasure on a number of occasions to bring him to our organization at New York Life and speak to our population of about 200 employees who work for me. And today, people still talk about that moment of introduction when they met Delatorro McNeal. I had the pleasure over the New Year's to run into Delatorro again to hear about his new exciting book that's out. And I'm very, very excited about this book and very anxious about what this book will do again in my life, because every time you have an encounter with Delatorro, it changes your life. And we've also, my wife and I, we've decided to purchase 2 additional books for our children who are both well into their 20s and struggling with what they'll do in life. And we want them to look at life the way Delatorro looks at life.
Hello, Jason Drenner, speaker, author, and life coach. You know what? Delatorro's new book, Caught Between a Dream and a Job, is all about progress. It's about progressing you from where you currently are. Maybe it's a stagnant, stale job, and it takes you from there, from one level to another level to another level, and it's taking those small baby steps that get you to that dream. Delatorro has wrapped it, sealed it, tied it, and strapped it just for you to transition you from your job, stinking thinking, to your dream of glorious living, riches beyond control. And look, if you ever get an opportunity to see Delatorro in action, you're a fool if you don't. And I said it to you first.
I am Betty Williams from B&C Williams Painting, and I must say, Del's books, his 2 previous books, my husband and I have both read them. They encouraged us to really keep going and experience our dream. They have been morning devotions for me and a great motivation. I've just taken those books with me on long trips. I'm from Pennsylvania, and I have taken those on the airplane with me because I knew that would be quiet, special time that I could read and meditate. Those books have become part of our library. We've just purchased his present book, and we do plan on experiencing our dream. Thanks a bunch, Del.
Hi, my name is Donna Cutting, and I'm a friend and colleague of Delatorro McNeal, the author of Caught Between a Dream and a Job. And we've known each other for about 3 years, and I call Del my action hero. And I'll tell you why. Because when Del says he's going to do something, he does it. He has all of his tips and techniques for living an action-oriented, dream-filled life right here in this book, Caught Between a Dream and a Job. I have to tell you, I've known Del for 3 years. He inspires me every time I see him. But even now, in the last 30 minutes, listening to him speak and watching him fill the room and excite people about getting excited and living their dream, I am inspired to up my game and go forth and continue to live my dreams even bigger and better. You will be too by getting this book.
Caught Between a Dream and a Job is a fantastic book. One of the things that stood out to me is when Delatorro in the book talked about knowing that there's so many people that want to get there, and when I say there, they're talking about their dreams, and Del just does a fantastic job at creating awareness on what it takes to get to your there. It's so important that we find out what our gifts and talents are and use those to fulfill our purpose that I believe everyone has. So Del has done a great job. All the exercises that are in the book are really great at helping you find out what your best purpose and what your gifting is and how to best live that and make a career out of it. And so you're not just living the humdrum 9-to-5 job that I have so many friends that are doing, and they're just miserable. And I think until we learn how to tap into our purpose effectively and use that to help others, that's going to be the only way we're going to be successful. So I am so happy that I have a copy, I've read it, and I think it's going to help so many people.
Caught Between a Dream and a Job, Delatoro's new book. I've read parts of it. I'm privileged to have bought a couple copies tonight, and I'm really looking forward to reading more about it. And I know there are a lot of people that have jobs who maybe aren't quite happy with what they're doing. And what Delatoro is writing about is something that a lot of people have not written about, and that is, what do you do if you're sort of stuck in a position that you're not really happy, but you're not quite sure what you're looking for either. And I know Delatoro in this book has taken the book and really synthesized out how a person can try to determine what they want to do with their lives and how they can be happier. And it's a real privilege for me to know Delatoro personally and to have read several of his books, and I'm looking forward to reading this one.
My name's Art Jones. I'm delighted to be at the book signing of Delatorro McNeal II and this wonderful book, Caught Between a Dream and a Job. I hold in my hand what I believe is wealth to today's humanity, today's cast of thousands who are caught between a dream and a job. Caught between what they've seen and yet haunted by the harsh realities of what they live with from day to day. I am confident that the principles in this book, the principles that have been literally written down, okay, in practical, measurable ways, okay, can help each of you walk into your destiny, not next year, not in the next decade, but beginning right now. You will find this to be wealth added to your riches.
This book teaches you how to transition from living life by default to dreaming life by design. One of my mentors on the front said this: many consultants charge thousands of dollars for this information. This book could very well be one of the best investments you've ever made. Read it today. Listen to him. He's sold over 4 million books around the world. I think he's got something to say. Listen, get this book in your hands and get it into your heart and live your dreams at the highest level. God bless.